Frank Wilczek, the man who saw beauty in the invisible, born 1951. In the invisible depths of matter, where quarks dance and forces whisper, one physicist found not chaos, but elegance. His name is Frank Wilczek, and his life's work has been to reveal the beauty that hides beneath the surface of the universe, a beauty woven not in colors or sounds, but in symmetry and mathematics. Born in 1951 in New York, Wilczek grew up as a curious, introverted boy who loved puzzles and numbers. His father, an electrician, would often show him how circuits worked, and young Frank was fascinated by how invisible currents could create light and motion. That childhood wonder, the desire to understand hidden forces, never left him. At just 21, while still a graduate student at Princeton, Wilczek made a discovery that would change modern physics. Working with David Gross, he tackled one of the great mysteries of the universe, how quarks, the tiny particles that make up protons and neutrons, behave inside atomic nuclei. At the time, scientists knew that quarks could never be seen alone. They were permanently confined, bound together by an incredibly strong force. But no one understood why. Through deep mathematical insight, Wilczek and Gross discovered a principle they called asymptotic freedom. The closer quarks are to each other, the weaker the force that binds them. Yet as they move apart, the force grows stronger, like an invisible elastic band that can never be broken. This paradoxical idea became the foundation of quantum chromodynamics, QCD, the theory that explains how the strong nuclear force works, one of the four fundamental forces of nature. It was a breakthrough that reshaped our understanding of the subatomic world. In 2004, Frank Wilczek, David Gross, and H. David Pulitzer received the Nobel Prize in Physics for the discovery of asymptotic freedom and the theory of the strong interaction. But for Wilczek, physics was never just about equations, it was about beauty. He once said, "If you look deep enough, the universe begins to look like art." To him, symmetry wasn't merely a mathematical convenience, it was a form of cosmic poetry. Whether describing the elegance of subatomic interactions or the shimmering structure of light, he found aesthetic wonder in the invisible patterns that give rise to everything we see. After his Nobel, Wilczek's curiosity only grew. He ventured into philosophy, art, and even speculative physics, writing about axions, hypothetical particles that could explain dark matter, and time crystals, structures that repeat not in space, but in time. His mind refused to stay confined to one orbit, always seeking new ways to blend imagination with science. Wilczek is also known for his lyrical writing. In books like The Lightness of Being and A Beautiful Question, he explores one simple but profound idea, that the universe is not just intelligible, it is exquisite. He writes, "The world is a work of art. To live in it is to be constantly amazed." Even today, as one of the most celebrated theoretical physicists alive, Wilczek remains humble, playful, and endlessly curious, much like the young boy who once marveled at electric circuits in his father's workshop. His life reminds us that science and art are not opposites but reflections of the same human desire, to understand and to feel awe. Frank Wilczek taught us that beauty is not a luxury of nature, it is its very design. Frank Wilczek, the man who saw beauty in the invisible.